we like to do with every guest on our show is ask them a question, and it can be serious or it can be funny. But one of the things we would like to ask, we do ask all of our guests, is what is the greatest lesson you learned in college that was not in the classroom?
So can I give a quick kind of fun one, and then I'll
Sure. Yeah.
because I knew this question was coming.
Okay.
In college, I learned how to penny lock a door. Do you know how?
Nice.
Where you push it in and put the pennies in?
Yes, put the pennies in, and you can lock somebody in their room.
Yeah.
So that's like I've told my kids and just blown their mind with it. So the penny lock, if for those who don't know, it is a man, that's a beautiful thing. It really
it's like 3 to 4 pennies, and you just slide it between the door and the frame, and it like creates a jam.
Creates a jam. They can't turn the doorknob. One time, this is a crazy story. That one time we took a guy's phone before cell phones. We took it out of his room. He was on the second floor. We penny locked him in the room, and then he kept banging on the door. Finally, we let him out, and he came out. We were in a male dorm. He came out naked. He came out running. And we're like, "What do you do when a naked man is running?" I'm like, "I see this in the Gospels. Demons come out." Man. Like, we all just run to our rooms. We're like, "We gotta go." So I don't know. I'm not gonna say his name, but
yes, please don't. Please don't say his name.
So that I learned how to penny lock a door. It'll drive somebody crazy. And here's what I think I learned. I in college, I tended to debate. There were a lot of debates about theology, and it was like, are you in this camp or are you in this camp? And I found myself in a crisis of faith of like, well, yes, I affirm the sovereignty of God, but at the same time, I affirm free will of man. And so it's like, that was just one of the debates where I was like, look, I live in tension there. And so I think it was in college because I think I thought I was going crazy in some of these debates to where I felt like I got to pick a camp.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay for me to be in tension, right?
Yeah.
And to live in tension. And one way of kind of think about it is like, where I got one hand over here and the other hand over here, and my feet are firmly planted in the air, and I think that where we tend to drive toward camps where God's like, nah, I want you to keep moving and to keep moving forward into a firm truth where you find it, and to where if something's not in the word, if something is unbiblical, that's one thing, right? But it's okay to live in tension. And I think that grace, what God taught in that, has enabled me to, wherever God is moving, to affirm it. Wherever the gospel is going forward, even if I don't agree with maybe the methodology, or even if it doesn't feel right to me, if people are coming to Jesus, if the gospel is moving forward, if the Spirit is moving, then for me to be able to affirm it and to bless it, and not feel like I have to fight it, or it has to look a certain way for me. So I think college really taught talk about the university, this coming together and in this unified sense with a diversity of ideas. That also happened with ministry as well, and being able to go, we can live in tension in some things and really centered on Christ, and so that was helpful for me.
Cool. That's a great answer. Both of those great answers.
Great answers.
Penny lock, bro.
Penny locks.
I've not taught my kids that yet. I'd be afraid if that happened. So